The ASP.NET MVC framework is based on a design pattern known as Model View Controller. This design pattern is used to achieve a separation of concerns in the user interface layer of an application. In other words, MVC doesn't have any impact on your business logic or the data access layer. It's strictly concerned with that presentation layer. The view in this design pattern has a single responsibility. It is responsible for rendering the user interface. With ASP.NET MVC, that typically means HTML. The view does not perform business calculations. It does not make authorization checks. The views are supposed to be very simple in an MVC application. And the view relies on a model to bring it data. A model might be a business object or it might be a simple data transfer object, but in either case, it's responsible for bringing that data to the view. The data might be movie information, so my model might be a movie object with title and release date properties. The view will take those values in the properties and put them into the right spot in the HTML. The model, meanwhile, comes from a controller. It's the controller's responsibility to build the model and select a view, then hand that model over to the view to render. A controller is very much like an orchestra conductor. The conductor doesn't actually make any music, but the conductor does keep everyone in time. With the MVC pattern, the controller is also the component responsible for receiving user requests, HTTP requests. So when I request information from the website by putting a specific URL into the address bar of my browser, I need that request to go to a controller. Likewise, if I push a button to submit information to a server, I need that to go to a controller. So the first question to answer might be, how does the MVC runtime know which controller in an application receives a particular request? Because we've seen the home controller code, but you can have multiple controllers inside of an application. Which one do we select to respond? We'll answer this question next.